let's take a little peek into Justin Trudeau. My Canadians, my fellow Canadians, I'm not a Canadian, but I feel a kinship. We share, same continent. You've been asking. We're going to look into him. Let's do that. Now we're going to start first with the Madhouse Tarot. This is a deck that has a whole bunch of psychological things attached, diagnoses attached to each card. I won't remember them, that's why I have a cheat sheet. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to look first into his personality. Then I have a few things on my list over here I want to look into because, a few tinfoil hats out there wonder. And, but if you're looking to find out about who's his daddy, that reading's in the Moon Moth Manor. So if you want to see that, check it out. You can go on over there. But we're going to look into the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Trudeau. Of course, it's all legend for entertainment purposes only. It's not facts. Psychic downloads, snarky opinions. And I'm going to guess, I'm just going to take a stab at this. If you're a big fan of Justin Trudeau, this probably isn't the reading or the channel for you. Just saying. Just saying. Probably isn't. All right, Justin Trudeau, if you don't know, say you're an American and you're living under a rock, he's up there in Canada. He is the Prime Minister. So here's a little background on Mr. Trudeau. He was born in 1971 in Ottawa. He is the eldest son of former Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau and Margaret Sinclair. His upbringing, shaped by his father's political career, he attended prestigious schools. He earned a BA in literature from McGill University and a bachelor education from the University of British Columbia. Cue the trash truck. So after college, he worked as a teacher at West Point Grey Academy, but he left under unclear circumstances. We'll have to investigate. He dabbled in other roles, including as a nightclub bouncer. Justin Trudeau? What? Okay. Then he entered into politics in 2013, becoming leader of the Liberal Party, and in 2015 became Canada's Prime Minister. His government is focused on climate change, Indigenous reconciliation, and social justice. In 2005, he married Sophie, I'll mess up that last name, Gregoire? I don't know. Or Americans, we can't say accents. And they share 3 children. Their relationship has been scrutinized. They broke up, they get back together, they break up, back together. I think at this point, as I am recording this, dates down below, they're probably broken up. And then this was an interesting bit that I saw. Michel Trudeau, a 23-year-old son of Pierre and the brother of Justin, he died in an avalanche in 1998 in British Columbia's, don't get after me, Kokanee Glacier Park. The avalanche swept him into Kokanee Lake, and his body was never recovered. His death occurred on Friday the 13th. Earlier that year, on July 17th, Michel narrowly survived a severe car accident in Manitoba where his truck was struck and rolled multiple times. And this happened months before the avalanche. So interesting. But we're going to start with Mr. Justin. What can we know about his personality? Who is the man, the myth, the legend? All right, Justin Trudeau, one more spin around here. We'll put the cards face down. See what excitement is coming for us as we look into Mr. Justin. All right, what way do we have these? Okay, I just make sure I don't have them upside down. I got to turn them around, and then I get all the people who are the, tarot police. Oh my God, you're supposed to read it that way. Get your own channel. All right, here we go. I'll get out my little tight shake, keep that near. Now here in the center, we have these 2 cards. This is generally how he has been perceived by others. What people think of him. Well, they're upside down anyway. 4 of coins. Now look at that. Oh, camera, don't start with me today. Look at that. Doo-doo. Maybe not. You can see what it says. Psychotherapy, maybe, on the 4 of coins. Okay, and the Judgment card. I guess my thing doesn't want to work today. Anyway, so we had the 4 coins. Let's see where our coins are here. Bulimia, anorexia, obesity, stagnation, pathological stinginess. Okay. And the judgment card. Again, I'm not a mental health professional or anything, so don't at me. We're reading cards here, okay? Imitation of different diseases and hysteria. I don't know much about Mr. Trudeau, so I don't know if this is something, maybe this is behind the scenes, but this would kind of just say he like has a lot of drama-rama around sickness, you know, kind of hypochondriac, allegedly. Okay. Emotionally. The Hanged Man. Oh. Substance problems. Victim complex. Inclination to martyrdom. Fanaticism. Wrong beliefs. Illusions. Meditative mode of thinking. Man-child. Okay. We have intellectually. Oh, 9 of Swords. Drama, rama. Oh, where are you, my swords? 9 of Swords, extrasensory abilities, obsessive fears, fears of loneliness, fear of being close to people, fear of everything. So he's got a fear of everything. He's always thinking he's going to be sick. Okay. Finances. Strength. Really? Strength. Love of power. Addiction to unhealthy habits. Opportunism. So if an opportunity comes his way and he can make a buck, he ain't going to shy from it. Okay, got it. Interesting. We need this. Next 10 to 15 years for Mr. Justin. Justice. Well, Canadians, I guess if you've been wondering, looks like justice is in the cards. But let's just also see what else that might mean. Unforgiving and vengefulness, meticulousness, jealousness, a strong sense of justice, repressed overexcitement. Vengefulness, that seems to be kind of his wheelhouse, but maybe that's coming for him in the next 10 to 15 years. We'll see. All right, his strengths or his desires. Page of Coins. Look at this dude. He's got like, thanks camera. He's got this like demon cat in the background. Page of Coins. Passion for pathological hoarding. Now this is under his secret desires or his strengths. Fear of throwing things away. Only sees value in material things. So he's only seeing value in material things, and he's always like drama-rama, and things are coming to get him, so he's paranoid. He's a vengeful little prick. I mean, leader. Wow. His weaknesses or obstacles. 5 of Cups. Oh, woe is me. Poor little thing. Ruthlessness. Selfishness. Depression. Woe is me and I'll cut a bitch. Like, it's all there. This is like, this is not good personality, my opinion. But whatever. Negative character traits. Queen of Cups. A lot of times that comes up for me as kind of like Jekyll and Hyde. But let's see what we have here. Hormonal disorders, cheerfulness, increased sensitivity and vulnerability, hysteria, men taking on female roles, and vice versa. Okay. And then any positive character traits. If this is the devil card, I'm going to laugh. Okay, it's not. 4 of Cups. Apathy, depression, overwork, loss of energy. Well, I guess if we want to take that as a personal or a positive character trait, he's got a lot of things he wants to do and he just never gets them done. Good for the people. Not much of a workhorse, but it also can be like, not really in a positive manner, but it also could be just he can be pushed around to do whatever some other puppet master wants him to do. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm not seeing the strongest in terms of leadership. This feels very much like he's a spiteful person. He likes to keep all these things for himself. If there's an opportunity to make a buck, he's down for it. But he's very... I'm sure the Canadians will tell us. They'll be like, no, that's not how he is. Or they'll say, oh, totally, that's how he is. All right. Now, early career, Justin's working as a teacher at the West Point Grey Academy, but he left it under unclear circumstances. That's a scuttlebutt. I don't know. I wasn't there. That's not my country, but let's look into it. It said he left under unclear circumstances. So what happened to Mr. Trudeau working at this academy, and then all of a sudden he has to leave? They did cover that up. They covered that up. Okay. Okay, whatever's been going on at the school for quite a while. This was quite a while. It was happening almost like the person who's like stealing cookies out of the cookie jar, right? And like hoping they're not going to get caught. Like they know they're doing something wrong. They're going to get caught. So you can either resign or we fire you. This is our options. We're going to have to pull out some extra cards on this because we have a King of Pentacles and we have a High Priestess. And I'm feeling like there's two different forces here. Like pushing here, and he's in the middle, not saying like he didn't do something, because I'm definitely getting doing something. But it's almost a battle of like who will win. Like this is coming to me as his, we'll say, powerful parents, we'll say his powerful parents' energy about trying to solve the problem for him. And then this is coming across as this other, like, I don't know, whoever's in charge of the school or whatever, saying like, no, we don't play that game here. Nice try. Thank you, powerful people. Not interested. Your kid was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. So this is like he can quit, or we're going to out him. So it's seen kind of like a gift, which is kind of weird. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm going to try and see if I can get this camera to, maybe it'll focus. We'll see. All right. Oh, okay. So I'm not getting exactly yet what he was doing back here with the cookie jar, but I am getting that this was a part of, I guess they always had him to be, I don't know, taking over for daddy at some point, but this was like, well, we need you to have like a respectable past life, right, before you get into politics. So you need to be like in the education field, right? Like that's something we all champion. Education's great, right? And because here's the future. Like there's always like, no, he's always going to take on this role. Like this is why we have him, to take on this role. And whatever force they went up against at the school said, not playing that game here. Thanks for playing, but no, we're not playing that game here. Let's get, let's get this one out. The mini Santa Muerte tarot deck. I like this deck better than the big one. I think because it doesn't have the big borders. Yeah, it doesn't have the big borders. I wish they made this in a regular size, but whatevs. So, oh, it's upside down. What can we know? Why did Justin have to leave the school? Allegedly for intent purposes only. Oh, God. Okay, well, my opinion, he is sticking his wand in places it did not belong. Okay, that's even weirder. He's sticking his wand in places it does not belong, and it's almost like an obsession with I guess we'll say, someone there. I'm not necessarily getting that it's a student or whatever, but it's like he's obsessed with, in my opinion, a female or a feminine person. He's obsessed with them. And almost this idea of thinking like one day we'll be married, one day we'll, like an obsessive teacher over a parent, or obsessive employee, or not employee, someone in a power position over someone who is not, and obsessive about falling in love with him, having an inappropriate relationship with him, thinking about the future, and like this is a really passionate relationship, right? Wands, wands, wands. Okay. So, who knows? Who knows? All right, let's look into, since we were getting that, we're putting Justin's basically, he's being bred to be the next leader. What can we know about that? Was that his purpose? Was he always being made to be into the future leader? Like, you already have your job. Like, he's almost like royalty, right? Okay. There it is. There's that star card again. Okay, so Canadians will have to fill us in. But what's coming across here is, my opinion, papa, mama, whatever they're about, shadiness, right? They are doing shady things behind the scenes, and the hope is that we can get our son into office, into position, because then we can continue our shady things we've got going on behind the scenes. We can help him, we can prop him up, teach him in the ways, make the connections, all this stuff. He is definitely being trained with this Knight of Pentacles. He's definitely being trained. It's very much like you would say, like with the British royal family, right? You know, William's born, and so then from that point on, like, okay, we have to teach you all the things, how you can then be ready to assume the future role of king. Same thing with Justin. It's like he's royalty in a way. Different but similar idea. Yeah, he's like, it's very much the same idea. Like, this dude has not had to work hard. My opinion, I don't think so. It feels like he's just lived some cushy lifestyle. He doesn't have to work hard. Everything's been given to him. All the connections, all the hard work, like the foundation, the steps, everything's been built. And it's just like, well, go ahead. Just push him into this position. Yep, go to the mic and speak, right? Yeah, because they're looking into the future with our Two of Wands over here. Yeah, this was like, definitely, he was made to be put into this position. Take over for and cover up for whatever was going on prior to him. So I don't know if it went directly from daddy to Justin, or if we had daddy and someone in between and then Justin, whatever. But it's like the whole thing here is to keep the family legacy of shady business going on behind the scenes covered up and continuing the money train. Because remember, we saw that earlier. He's like, oh, I'd do anything for $1. What you need, right? Okay. Let's look into then this relationship with Sophie. Because we know that there's a lot of political relationships in terms of these people marry, and it's not for love. They marry because it's going to be a part of the political future, right? And so Sophie and Justin's relationship, what can we know about that? Interesting. So with the Knight of Swords, we're solving a problem. Justin needs to have a wife, right? Because we've already seen, like, no, he's going to be the leader. So he needs a wife. This is how we keep everything looking normal to the dummies, the commoners, the people we rule over. I would say that somehow, my opinion, she was promised some amount of money or some comfortable lifestyle. There's like a deal made. Sophie, if you come and marry Justin and play the role and do all the things to make this look like a real relationship, You're going to be rewarded handsomely. You're going to be very happy, very happy. So I don't know, oh, here's a lot, ski lodge, here's a house, here's a castle, here's a car, here's 12 cars, here's jewelry, here's whatever. Whatever your heart desires. We just need you to play this role. Okay? This card's interesting, the Judgment card, though. Okay, so it's my opinion, a BS relationship here, because we're just looking at future things. The future in politics, the future of where we're going, and we can't have Justin out there by himself because that's not going to work. We need to have him tethered down, so in case other controversies should arise in the future, it'd be like normie people would be all, no, that can't be true. He's married. Okay, this Judgment card here, that's curious though. Because the energy I'm getting is like, you're going to hook up with him and you're going to be happily ever after with him for the rest of your life, even if you are not happy. And if you don't, then we're going to have to vote you off the island permanently. That's the energy that card's giving me. But I'm curious. Let's see what else we can get on this Judgment card. Six of Pentacles. There's that Judgment card again. Don't cross the family. We're going to treat you so well, but you cannot cross the family. Do not do it. Do not even tiptoe your way up to the line. There's the Empress. They said they had 3 kids, right? They share 3 kids. This is, like I said, giving me British royal family. Like, this is Diana vibes of like, yeah, you're going to be over there, whatever you want. And well, it kind of ties to Jackie too. Jackie Kennedy of like, we'll give you what you want. Whatever you want, just stick with him. You're going to be flush with cash, money, all of this stuff. But if you cross us, no good. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, just keep doing the job. Oh, yeah, there's the Devil card. Because there's like some threat at some point, and I don't know what's happened. But there's definitely this threat. Don't cross us, because if you cross us, you're going to be voted off the island. So keep it in line. So that's scary. It's scary to me that anybody would be like, okay, I'm going to pretend to be a wife to this fool over here for money and riches, and like, wow. All right. So let me see here. Some people believe he's a part of the Eyes Wide Shut, of course. I found an image of him on the WEF website. Shocker. So, let's see. What are his hidden agendas? Let's do that spread, because that's kind of like, what does he show to the public? What is he really aiming to achieve? I like that idea. Let's see what we got going on here for you, Mr. Justin. I always find it, he has like, when I look for images for him, he has like lots of different hairdos. Lots of different hairdos. Our politicians don't usually change their hairdos that often, although there's some I wish that would, but whatever. All right, this is his public persona. Queen of Cups. Hi, camera. You want to work with me today? Queen of Cups. My opinion. Could this dude be like mind controlled? Just saying. But let's just go with this public persona of like, oh, I care so much about you all. I love you all. I am here. I am your fighter. He's your champion. That's the public persona of Mr. Trudeau. All right. Hidden agenda. Page of Pentacles. Doing the work. He's setting the goals. He's looking to get riches. This is like, hi, camera. Okay. he's looking to do the work. People give him a job, he's going to go do it. I mean, he's going to half-ass do it or lazy do it, right? We saw that before. But he'll get it done. Maybe he'll have a minion do it or whatever. He's just there. He's a puppet. He just wants to make money, get his cut, move on to the next job. There's no, I'm not getting like he's thinking here. There's no strategy behind him. Puppet. Skeletons. Any skeletons he's hiding. Two of Wands. That's kind of interesting. Because you think about Two of Wands. He's been placed, in my opinion, into position. So I guess if we want to look at that as like... yeah, that's not a genuine leader. That this is all a sham in a way. Like... people thinking, I assume people voted for him, I don't know, but people thinking like, yeah, that's who I picked, and it's like, no, not really, it's just like, we're just putting a new person into this spot. True intentions. Knight of Swords. He's solving problems, but apparently not for the people, because that's a bunch of malarkey. So he's like, here supposedly, like his true intention is solving problems, but I think it's solving problems for puppet masters. Influences, who's pulling the strings? There's the puppet master, King of Wands. There's someone over there, some independent operator. I don't know if this is like the royals. I don't know who, but there's some other independent operator. It feels like it's over there. Like I'm saying, like, say if I'm looking at a map and here's the East Coast, here's the West Coast, across the pond. Over there, that's like main puppet master. Who? I don't know. Okay. We have the moral compass. How ethical is this person? Five of Wands. No. They're not battling to save their morals. This is just kind of like, how do I dance around whatever puddle of poop I've stepped into this time? Okay, outcome for the public. Secrets. That's interesting. That kind of goes back to that. There's some judgment coming and justice coming for secrets revealed. That's the outcome for the public, because it's like secrets are coming out. Okay. Let's look into what is the future here. What are the Canadians in for with this guy? What deck do I want to use? I guess we'll use this deck. What is in the future? We're using a Major Arcana deck here, the Hydesville Tarot. What's in the future? What can we know about the future for Canada with Justin Trudeau? Current situation. Things are turning around. Things are turning upside down. Past struggle, getting clarity, being able to see like what actually is going on within your country. Pivotal future event, spotlight on the star, Mr. Trudeau. Overriding concern. He's El Diablo. Eyes wide shut. Okay, the emotional undercurrent, strength. Okay. Fear that he's just going to walk off scot-free. I don't think he is. I think he's going to be caught. Obsession, who he's in partnership with, what deals he's doing, who is really in control, driving ambition for the people. Justice. People want the justice over this old devil here. They want the justice. That's coming in the future. Main obstacle, dealing with the Eyes Wide Shut crew. Not really a shocker, but kind of makes sense. Let's see how big of an obstacle this is. How big of an obstacle is Eyes Wide Shut in terms of having Mr. I used to be a bouncer, I used to be a teacher, I used to be a whatever. How big is this obstacle? Is this an obstacle the people can get over? Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Justice. There's help is on the way. That's what I'm getting here. We have help is on the way. There's somebody's coming in with this like, we want our country back. We want what we had, right? What is the dream for our country? What did we intend it to be? This is how we want it to be. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. We have Three of Pentacles. We have like different, something's been working in the background here, like of trying to nail this weasel down. There's a group that's coming together to catch him. We had the Knight of Wands. There's people taking inspired, reasonable action here to come after him, to get him to justice. This is like, this is action. This is not stagnant energy. So I think doesn't really have a chance with his eyes wide shut buddies trying to hold him and keep him protected. It doesn't feel like that. So I'm going to say, Canada, hold on to your hope. This little prick might be on his way out. So with that, there we go. Canada, oh Canada. We're praying for you, Canada. And until next time, adios.